All right, what's going on, guys? Um, wow, I'm really no good at starting the videos. That's always going to be a thing. Hey, first, I just want to apologize for the audio quality. I know it's not that good because I'm using the webcam audio, the webcam mic. So I know the audio is going to be kind of bad. I don't have like one of those fancy mics. Maybe I'll get one. But yeah, welcome to. Hopefully, it's gonna be like a new series that I'm gonna do. Um, kind of a way to actually get the experience. Uh, I learned throughout this whole thing, throughout my whole journey, that it's super easy to get experience in IT because there's a lot of resources we have access to. We could pretty much download it for free or use it for free. We could find all kinds of ways to do things. Um, so today, I'm actually going to be using Azure. You guys don't have to use Azure. Maybe I'll make a video about Azure. Not sure yet. But yeah, I'm just going to use Azure. You guys could use Oracle. What is it called? VirtualBox? What am I saying? Oracle Box. Not this one. So Oracle VM VirtualBox. You guys could use this too. I was going to use this, but I actually already did all the stuff on this one, so I didn't want to like do it again or like delete this and then because I'm actually playing around with it. So I figured this would kind of just be easier to do, just to use Azure, because I could just build up a virtual machine and tear it down later today. So, but if you guys do want to do Azure, because the cloud is getting very important, and Azure is not super easy, but building a virtual machine is super easy. So I could like make a video about that. If I actually probably would, because I think it is useful. But today, let's just do what the video is. So, guys, if you need Active Directory experience, do this. But there's plenty of tutorials. With VirtualBox, you can get this Windows Server 2012. That's all you need. But yeah, you know what? I'll make an Azure tutorial. That way, if people don't have access to a good computer, then they could just, use Azure. Azure uses the cloud. All you need is a network connection. So, but yeah, I want to try to get this done fast because I gotta walk my dog. Yeah. Anyway, so first things first. Yeah, this is a new video series I want to do. So we're gonna do this, and this is my saying. Like, if I'm doing it once, I'm putting it on my resume. So you guys, we're gonna install Active Directory on the server, and then I'll kind of teach you guys Active Directory. I highly advise you guys to mess around with AD, Active Directory, a little bit because we use it every day pretty much in IT. So yeah, please use Active Directory. Don't skip out on it. Like, we're gonna do this, do more. This kind of goes beyond the scope of AD because I'm gonna actually install it. But yeah, let's go ahead and connect to this. So I can connect to this. I don't know if you guys know of remote desktop connection, but this is a way. I'm just gonna do it this way because it's useful to know what this is. So I'm just going to connect to this IP address really quick. This is public, so yeah, anybody in the world can connect to this. Don't try to connect, because if you try to connect, it's not going to work, because I'm going to destroy this VM. Anyways, damn, what was it? I think I made myself an account. So we're just going to log in real quick. And as you can see, I'm going to click this to not ask me again for this computer. And there we go. I'm in the server. So this is how you connect to computers, Windows servers. You could use remote desktop connection. This video is not about that. So yeah, let's say yeah, because I might make another computer and connect it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna tear this down. I might do that later. I'm not gonna upload this for a few days. I'm talking to myself. Anyways, let's go ahead and install this. Oh, damn, you know what? I wasn't paying attention when I made this VM. It might, dang, it sucks. It has 2 CPUs and 8 GB of RAM. It's gonna be a little slow, I think. Maybe it'll be okay. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Anyways, so guys, we're gonna open up Server Manager. It's kind of like it is. It helps you manage the server. I'm not gonna go into this right now, but we're just gonna install Active Directory. So to install Active Directory, pretty much we just have to add that role for this server. So this server, I named it Test DC. Let's just go to System Info. I named it Test DC1. So domain controller. If you don't know what a domain controller is, pretty much it just controls the domain. When computers try to connect to the domain, it can authenticate with the server. The server can act as a DNS server, as you'll see later. But it pretty much, just controls the domain. The computers talk to the domain controllers, essentially. But let's go ahead and add a role to this server, guys. So, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to worry about this right now. But let's just hit next. So we're going to do role-based because we're going to make this domain controller. That's the role of the server. We're going to select this server right here. That's the private IP address. And then here, we're going to choose Active Directory Domain Services. So we're just going to check this. And yeah, let's just add these features because they probably need it. And these are fine too. So this is checked, but that's fine. Let's just leave that. So here, the defaults are okay. We're just going to click next. We're going to click next. And let's just do this. If a restart's required, then let's just let the server restart and then install. So now, guys, we just have to wait for it to install. All right, so it's done. Let's go ahead and promote that to a domain controller. We're going to add a new forest. So pretty much we'll see what the forest is. But let's give this a domain name. All right. We can name this whatever we want. And just to show you guys, we can name it whatever we want. I'm going to name it Big Ass. All right. Let's hit next. Oh, sorry. bigass.local. You could do bigass.com. Well, you could do .com, but I'm just gonna do .local because I don't have a website or anything like that. So let's do a bigass.local. That's good. That's okay. So we have to type in a DSRM password. Just gonna choose a random password here. Doesn't really matter too much. And then we have to create DNS delegation. It does that anyways. Just gonna have to do that. All right, there's the NetBIOS domain name. That's okay, I guess. This is okay. We don't have to worry about any of this right now. We're just installing it. Defaults are fine. I just want to show you guys the process. Okay, let's go ahead and install. Oh man. Alright, it's gonna restart, guys. So we're gonna let that restart. You'll see here. Oh, you might see some change here, but yeah, there it is. Kick me out. Let's refresh, just to see what it says. It might not have changed though. Yeah, still the same. Let's see. We could just click this RDP, which is Remote Desktop Protocol. We could just download the file. And it'll pretty much just do what I did before, but I don't have to type anything in. I should have clicked that button, that checkbox, I mean. But the computer didn't cut, the server didn't turn back on yet, so yeah, we gotta wait. All right, while I wait for this, I just want to talk about this product that I've been paid to talk about. You know, I would never do that, guys. Oh man, I hope this is still recording. Like, imagine doing all this and it's not recording. Oh man, I'm about to do it again. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and open, if I can spell correctly, Active Directory users and computers. And let's actually pin this. It doesn't even matter though. But as you can see, there's the domain name. This is the forest here. So if you can see here, it kind of looks like a forest. You have one thing at the top and everything else connects to it. So the thing at the top is the domain controller. But let's go ahead and click here and you'll see, well, this is, these things here are just going to pop up. Yeah, it's just the same thing. But if we go to users, we can see these users in here. There's me. It's a built-in user. Usually you wouldn't name it a name. You would say like administrator or something like that. But I didn't feel like typing administrator, so I just put my name. You can see here's the domain controllers. You could have more than one domain controller and kind of get them to sync together. But we're not going to worry about that. All we're going to worry about right now is the basics of AD. So really quick, let me go ahead and create a folder. It doesn't matter. Let's just make a random folder. Actually, let's make a random folder in the desktop. Let's just name it folder. Let's say like finance folder. I'm just doing this. Usually you wouldn't do it this way. I just want to demonstrate the how it works. All right, so pretty much the very basics of AD, what you would do on a not daily basis, maybe on a daily basis, just depends. So pretty much just creating a user, and then we can actually create an OU. I'll explain an OU. Organizational unit a little bit, and then creating groups. So that's the three things we're going to do. So first, let's actually create an OU, because I don't want to put my users in here. I kind of like to be organized, so we could make a organizational units. So new organizational units. We can name it anything we want, but let's go ahead and name this shit, I don't know. Unless I'm gonna delete, but we could keep this. I'm gonna delete the server anyway, so it doesn't matter. But let's go ahead and name this. Let's say my company name is like Big Ass or whatever. Sure. I'm gonna have made Big Ass users. That's an OU. I'm going to create an organizational unit inside an organizational unit. So I made big ass users here, and then we have finance. For example, we can make even another one. Let's go ahead and name it, I don't know, IT. So let's go ahead and create somebody for finance. So we'll right click, go over new user, and let's say his name is Billy Bob. Sounds like a guy that might work in a company named Big Ass, I guess. Let's just say Billy.Bob. Oops. Oh dang, I gotta go soon. Billy.Bob. So let's just go ahead and click next. So you see this here, big ass backslash. If you do this, that means you're logging into the domain, a domain. So usually if your computer's already connected to the domain, you don't have to do this. But let's say your company has two domains. So you have this, then you might have another one called small ass, for example. So you could, if you had an account for both domains, this one and small ass, then you'll have to change your domain essentially when logging in. So let's say, dang, I don't want to do it from here. Hopefully I can remote desktop into my own thing. All right, so I can. So you see that. Let's do another account. You see that says domain. Let's say we're gonna do. We didn't create the domain though, but you can see it changed to small ass. We could type in anything as long as it can find the domain and it can find your username in there and everything matches. It'll be fine. We can even type this. But one thing that you need to watch out for, like okay, so there's been some problems I've run into in IT where the computer has lost its trust relationship with the domain. So I usually fix it by removing it from the domain and adding it back. But if you try to log on to the domain, it's going to give you that error message. So how are you going to log in? Well, you type this. That's not going to show anything now, but if you type that and then the username, this has to be a local username account. I can show you guys some more of this some other time, but let's say I have a local account, Raymond, and the password, then it's not going to log onto the domain. It'll log into the local computer itself. But yeah, that could be for another video. We'll have like some troubleshooting videos and some good stuff like that, you know, try to, you know, kind of on the job training essentially. But yeah, anyways, let's click next. Password, let's just give them a simple password. You guys could log in. Nah, I'm just joking. So let's make Billy.Bob. So that's it. We created his account. You can even create a guy in IT. Let's say IT. No, let's not do that. Let's say Frank Milano. I don't know. Frank.Milano. By the way, the username could be whatever you want. You can say F Milano. You can even have a totally different name, like hello, IT guy. But obviously you want the name to match. So Frank.Milano is fine. Password. I'm going to uncheck this because if this is checked, as soon as he logs in, he's going to have to change the password. I don't want that to happen. This IT guy, let's say it's okay, his password can never expire. You could do this for like administrator accounts. And then, yeah, let's just leave it like that. Okay. So, let's say we have a document in here. Finance stuff. Let's go ahead and save it. So we save the file in finance, in the folder finance. Okay, so two users are created, which is good. We have our file in here. So let's say Billy Bob logs in, and he needs to connect to this. He needs to access this folder. Well, he's not going to be able to because he's not in here. So you can add Billy to this folder. You see I'm in here because I'm the administrator, so I'm already logged in here. You can add Billy to this. So there's his name. Give him full access. Sure, why not? And done. So when he logs in, he'll be able to access this folder and the files. He'll have all control over it. But that's not the way. That's not a good way to do it. So that's why we're going to create a group. We're going to create a security group, which is going to, it's pretty much going to, we're going to add the finance group to this folder. So, okay, we're going to create a finance group, add the finance group to this folder. And then everybody we create in finance, we'll go ahead and add it to this group. So let's go ahead and remove Billy. Oops, I can't remove system. Billy. And then let's actually create another finance user really quick. I'm not really good with names and coming up with names, so we're gonna have to just do this for now. So I made a guy Billy Bob and some other guy named Guy 1. So if we added everybody in finance, let's say there's 10 people in finance, and we added everybody into this folder, it will look messy, guys. It will look crazy. And then when they leave, we'd have to go in each individual folder they have access to and remove them. So, that's really definitely not a good way to do things. So let's go ahead and create a group. There's no organizational unit for it. So what we can actually do, let's rename this, because I kind of didn't do things the way I would normally do it. But let's just go ahead and rename this to this, and then these could, if we made a new OU, we can move these into the big ass users OU. But for now, I don't want to deal with all that. So let's go ahead and make group. Actually, let's make an OU first. So we're gonna say big ass security groups, and within the security groups we'll make groups. Let's go ahead and make a security group. So a distribution group is like, let's say I want to email finance. I'm not going to email every single person from finance. I'll create a distribution group or get somebody to do it, and then email the finance distribution group, and it'll go to all of them. Security groups are not for that. Security groups are delegate permissions and stuff. So we're gonna do finance. So that was easy. So we could just click this members. We can add the members here. So let's add Billy this way, and then we have another guy, Guy 1. We can even go to member of, add him to finance. So if we check names, that's the group. That's it. So now we go to the security group. We can see they're both in here. I guess, let me see. I'm getting confused. So there's a lot of stuff in here. This is just the general information. You can add the address of where they are located. This is his account stuff. So actually we could kind of mess around with this. I'm actually running out of time though, so the video might be cut a little short. But there's a bunch of stuff in here, but usually you're not going to be messing around in a bunch of these things. We're not going to even talk about that right now because this is just basic stuff. Pretty much you're just going to be creating users, creating groups in here, unlocking accounts. So let's say Billy Bob, probably not going to be able to remote desktop connection. And actually, let's just go ahead and make Billy Bob an administrator. Let's go ahead and connect with this. Oh, let's actually not do it this way because it's not going to work. I'm not sure if it's going to work by remote desktop connecting remotely to itself. I can even just type the loopback address, I think, which is 127.0.0.1. I could do this. Let's do Billy.Bob. Let's try to lock Billy Bob. Oh, we can't lock Billy Bob out the account because we didn't set that up. Dang. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff we got to set up to get it the way we want it. But let's say Billy Bob got locked out. So easy. Go here, click account. This will say the domain account has been locked out. I'll probably attach a screenshot. Click here to unlock it. And then we'll just click. It just says unlocked account, but we're just going to do it anyways and apply. They're unlocked. Easy, 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 guys. So what did we do? We created a folder. We delegated permissions. We made OUs, organizational units. Organizational units are actually good because we could set permissions or like GPOs, group policy, to each one. That's something we'll do definitely in the future, but today I just wanted to kind of scope the basics, guys, and you know, I did install it. Maybe I'll make that a separate video, but there really wasn't much to it. But yeah, guys, just come into this. Really, just mess around, guys. You could do that. You could get your own VirtualBox VM and do this exact same thing if you have a computer you can delegate some resources to. Easy, guys. You can do whatever you want. Let's say, you know, guy one got fired or he quit. You know, he quit. So what we're going to do, we can delete his account. But usually I just disable it until, you know, a few months. Then maybe you can delete it. But let's go ahead and right click, disable accounts. So you notice that it's a down arrow now. What we could do actually, let's go click on this magnifying glass and then let's search guy. So you can see here's guy one. Let's actually go to, where was it? I think it was this. So let's add some more information here. Let's add publish that, because that'll show us where they're published, where their account is. That'll make more sense once I show you. So you can see publish that, big ass.local, big ass finance guy one. So that's pretty much just this. Big ass.local, big ass finance, and then that's him. But we disabled his account, so let's move him to disabled users, which isn't users, it's in here. Actually, no, it's not. Where is it? We'll have to make another OU. Let's just say disabled users. And now we can move guy one. Oops. I want to do it in the other section because we'll be able to see it. So let's go ahead and move to disabled users. So now when we click it again, it'll change. Watch. Actually, so the reason why it doesn't show anything right now is because we're searching within this folder. What we should be doing, let's just go to the entire directory, find now, and now we can see he's in disabled users. Alright, that's it. I gotta go take my dog for a walk, but I hope you guys learned something. Mess around, do this. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, doesn't matter. Add it on your resume after, guys. Make sure you also put you have a home lab, because this is what counts as a home lab. You're messing around yourself. And then put stuff you do. You installed a domain controller. It was so easy. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.